Are you well?
General Racton and Darth Barris request additional agents.
Relay to Station 7. Updating tactical projections.
I have 3 fixers who need extraction from the Vuta. Listening posts are done, but...
Sir, go on ahead. I'll have the Minders debrief your team while you wait for Keeper.
It looks like you're in crisis mode. What's going on?
It's been like this since the fighting intensified. We've rushed training, gone to 16-hour shifts.
Sir, Operation Kingstalker needs you.
I have to go. I'm sure we'll talk more.
Vector Hillis, come with me for debriefing.
We'll sing you our journey's song, but we'll need the main hall for the acoustics.
It isn't my office anymore, but Keeper is occupied and I thought we should talk. It's been a long time, Agent.
I don't remember that from when you ran the place.
Remote?
Scan complete. No listening devices found.
Broadcast mode. White noise 10 minutes, then leave. We may as well be honest. I know about the stolen files. I know you discovered your brainwashing and freed yourself, and yes, I was responsible.
Did you know that Arden Koth was controlling me? I was his puppet.
That was unfortunate and unplanned. The Sith wanted you under control. You survived Darth Jadis. How long before you defied another on the Dark Council? The programming was a safeguard, and if I hadn't approved it, you'd be dead. I don't plan to tell anyone you're free.
The Republic had the keyword. Where did they get it?
That's an excellent question. The SIS should never have possessed Imperial brainwashing codes. Arden Koth's shuttle was found abandoned in space without any data on your shadow arsenal. And according to our records, there's no evidence of an agent hunter ever existing.
He doesn't want us finding any evidence of himself or the operation.
Agreed. Given what we know, I find that disturbing. Someone, your hunter or his employer, is manipulating this war for his own ends. Someone with access to both Republic and Imperial resources. This someone gave Arden Koth your keyword. We need to find out who and why.
What sort of person could pull those strings? Imperial intelligence and SIS, not to mention Jedi and Sith.
Let's not elaborate on theories until we have facts. Fortunately, the trail is still warm. Yesterday, a man fitting Hunter's description boarded a shuttle to the Eisen 4 asteroid colony. 9 hours ago, we received this message.
Imperial Fleet Command, this is Representative Omana Trog of the Eisen 4 mining colony. We have been monitoring your victories in this sector. While we continue to accept refugee transports, our defense systems are minimal and our population is 90% civilian. We cannot afford a confrontation. Under Republic law, I am authorized to discuss terms of surrender. All weapons powering down.
Our forces will arrive there tomorrow. We don't know if the colony's surrender is related to Hunter's arrival, but I want you after him.
What would he need at a Republic mining colony?
The Watchers are collating data on the facility and known occupants. Hopefully they'll find out. If not, it's up to you.
Take it slowly. There is death here, and the radiation of the stars shines through.
Stop right there, you slime! No Imperial sets foot in my home.
Last I heard, Eisen 4 surrendered to the Empire. What's going on?
Ha! Like you don't know. Someone sabotaged colony control. It started 2 hours after the surrender. First the tram accident, then the air filters, and the decompression. Assassin protocols and the medical droids? We surrendered. Why did you do it?
I can't help you like this, but we can work together.
I think I'd rather die.
Sedative administered. Lethal overdose possible.
He sings his last song. Say what you have to say.
I need to know if you've seen an SIS agent, codename Hunter.
What? The SIS? He went to colony control before we lost contact. I don't know if he made it out, but now it's sealed up tight. No one could make it past...
Hold still. I have some painkillers.
Not enough. But thank you.
We should go. We should find the one responsible. Increasing combat pheromones.
Identifying. Colony control systems locked down. Enter code. Remote access in progress.
The machinery is a parasite clinging to the colony controls. If Hunter was here, we think we should call our superiors.
Eisen 4 colony to Imperial Intelligence Headquarters. Secure routing. This is Cipher 9. There's some sort of device here.
Cipher 9? I got your report, but we can barely read you. What's going on?
Most of the colonists are dead, and the control center is a wreck. Hunter might be responsible.
I'm linked into the colony's communications relay. Strange tech interference. Fixers don't recognize it, but I can shut it down. You followed me. You cut off control. I'm a little put out. Not that it really matters. I'm long gone. I got my massacre, and besides, it was for propriety more than anything.
You this obnoxious to Arden Koth, or am I special?
I tried to behave for the SIS, but for you and me, let's be bad. Look, I don't have anything against that place, but if you want a war to start right, you've got to grease the wheels. When the Republic hears that the Empire slaughtered thousands of colonists who surrendered, there won't be any more peaceful resolutions.
Innocent people are dead. Republic citizens, your people.
Touchy, aren't you? Did I hit a nerve? Time for me to go. And you need to stop coming after me, Cypher 9. Because without anonymity, you won't last long, and I can make your operations very public. Blast! I couldn't trace him. I'll pull what I can from the machinery, but he's more right than he knows. The survivors are a problem.
How do the survivors pose a threat?
As soon as word gets out what happened, other worlds we've captured will rebel. Watchers 7 and 9 are strategizing. They recommend eliminating the survivors on Ison 4, so the news of the massacre is contained.
The colonists are a resource we can still exploit. We just need them under control.
Sir, look. I can give you the coordinates of the largest cluster of life forms. Maybe you can negotiate something. But I need to send in the death squad soon. Your reputation may be secure, but mine isn't.
The injured and go! Go!
I am Representative Omana Trog of the Ison 4 mining colony. The fool who surrendered to the Empire. What do you want of us now?
You surrendered before, but it wasn't enough. Pledge your service to the Empire. You live and die for us, every one of you. Contact our fleet and swear it.
I will tell my people. If they agree and you can send a signal, we shall see. Those who refuse can be imprisoned. We'll do this for our lives.
I suppose it's a start. We can always use more cannon fodder. And you, intelligence agent, your organization approved this? My last orders were to purify the system.
These colonists have suffered enough. Honor them and consider them loyal allies.
Understood. I'll send a transport to Ison 4 to pick them up.
May the Force preserve us.
It is done. The people of Ison 4 will remember you.
You did well by these people. Let's get back to headquarters.
The Emperor and his proxies have made their intent clear. Their fleets are entering the core systems. They have broken the Treaty of Coruscant. Along the Mid-Rim, they herd our people into makeshift prisons out of fear of rebellion. Unspeakable crimes have been committed. Let there be no mistake. We are at war.
Display off. Tell me, Cypher, what's your assessment of your mission at Ison 4?
We identified Hunter's role in a clandestine operation, even if its purpose isn't yet clear. We also captured evidence.
Yes, that evidence. The device used to sabotage the colony. Fixer 12 recognized the override technology from Operation Starbender 8 years ago. That mission was also an anomaly. How are the new Watchers working out?
Their brains are faster than mine, sir, and they don't need as much sleep. This generation seems promising.
It's been a while since we spoke in person, sir.
Tell him about Starbender.
Starbender was a disaster, or it should have been. A pirate fleet was about to destroy an Imperial base when the pirates' flagship exploded. It was sabotaged by unknown persons. We were saved using the same technology that destroyed Ison 4. Realizing that, I reviewed other lucky incidents, Operations Morning Crest and Vanity, looking for other occurrences of this technology.
That's when you found the recording?
Yes. Caught by accident 4 years ago, simultaneous with Morning Crest.
Reporting. I am inside the SIS. Maintain cover for 6 months, then proceed. Guard your thoughts when near the Jedi. Understood.
These people have been intervening in our affairs. I assume you recognize the voice.
I recognize the servant, but not the master.
Yes, go on.
At the Minister's suggestion, the Watchers and I began searching the unsolved case files for patterns of outside intervention. We found 62 relevant incidents so far. The oldest go back centuries, before the Empire revealed itself to the galaxy. But 9 are from the past 5 years.
Whom do you deem responsible?
In my analysis, an organization with espionage training and extensive resources, unaffiliated with the Republic or the Empire. Motivations unknown.
You must have some guess where they come from, what they're after.
We are working on it. The pieces just aren't there.
With the Republic at our doorstep, now is not the time to be chasing conspiracies and ghosts, but we have little choice. Someone is manipulating this war. Someone who destroyed the Shadow Arsenal and Ison 4, who gave the SIS your keyword. I need you to find these invisible agents before they do something catastrophic.
I'll expose these people, and I'll learn the truth.
We've identified 13 possible leads on the enemy, all off-world. We'll narrow those down by the time you reach your ship.
Good. Get an hour's rest, then return to work. I have a conference with Darth Baras and the Minister of War. I'll keep this operation secret as long as I can, but our foes will find out. Be wary.
This is Watcher 6 to Cipher 9. Initial target assessment is complete. Recommend you proceed to Planet Belsavis for operational briefing.
On my way. Any details yet?
My conclusions would be misleading. Uploading hyperspace coordinates and new security codes. Be aware that in times of war, clearance must be reconfigured every 6 hours. Watcher 6 out.
This whole conspiracy tripe, you really think we're gonna find something?
I think prudence is a virtue in times like these.
They sent a summary briefing file, sir. Whatever you need, we'll be ready.
Work as a team, and don't lose sight of our goals. Understood?
Yeah, all right. Strap in.
Doctor, you wanted to talk.
Yes, and I'm terribly sorry to take your time, but I have a small request. To be frank, it's a bit of an embarrassment.
You have my undivided attention.
I told you before about my safe houses, how my intruder alarms have been going off. Well, I attributed it to local happenstance. I may have been mistaken. My safe house on Balmora exploded.
Any idea who among your enemies is responsible?
I could theorize regarding who did this and why, but truthfully, all I know is someone bypassed Imperial security to get inside. I'll need to see the safe house in person. I'll return as soon as I can.
You could be walking into a trap. Stay alert, Doctor.
And you. Well, I'm afraid the news is mixed. My safe house did indeed burn to the ground, along with 3 would-be assassins who were attempting to wire it with explosives. Apparently, my security triggered their bombs prematurely.
Do you booby-trap all your safe houses? Or just the ones your enemies know about?
You make it sound like I used safe houses as bait. I did acquire genetic samples of the intruders. I'll be running traces shortly. One was a human male. The others, uncertain. Regardless, they used Imperial equipment and codes to get inside. Someone in the Empire wants me dead.
Supposing you're right, what do you intend to do about it?
The list of people with grudges against me is a long and varied one. It will be some time before I narrow it down. But I take comfort in the fact that I'm once again viewed as a threat. My days in retirement are over.
Agent, you recall we spoke to the diplomatic service about building an alliance between Empire and Kilix? Fulner Eth, the man who offered his backing in return for our assistance, has asked us for his first favor.
You don't owe him anything, you know.
No, but his support could make a difference. Fulner wants our notes on various families and unaligned worlds in the Questal sector. He means to bring that sector into the Empire. We worked in Questal a long while, and we knew its people well. It's odd to see someone else take the reins.
You don't talk about your old life.
We don't often have a reason to think about it. We do miss negotiating, reaching out to understand people, synthesizing their needs. Dizana of the Lesai Nest says that desire makes us a better joiner. It's only small comfort.
You haven't forgotten your training. Even as Dawn Herald, you're an ambassador.
Perhaps. But seeing men like Fulner again, we think it's best if he handles negotiations. Apologies, Agent. This is something we need to think on more deeply. But we are glad you stand by us.
Sir, since our combat session went so well, I thought we might try something else. Lessons in interpersonal manipulation and information extraction. Lecture 1 entitled...
Once they think they need you, they'll tell you anything.
Descriptive name, sir. Is it always about need? When I first arrived at Zero Station, no one trusted me. I was the human Imperial who must have been a spy. But I learned my way around. And once the Chiss accepted my competence, it was easy to make friends.
Not all your marks will be as pleasant as the Chiss.
So suppose we're separated during an operation against pirates, say. How does your hand-trained operative play it?
You blend into the background and wait for an opportunity. Don't stir the pot unless you know what you're in for.
I'll happily leave that to you, then. I don't know what you think of my potential, sir, but I do appreciate your guidance. I've been deceiving people like an amateur for years. Time I started doing it right.